I'm laughing. I look at this divorce shit, and I'm trying to educate you not to be stupid like me. Okay? Thank God for AI, because I have to go back to really look at my divorces and how I utilize attorneys and how they used me. AI spit it out. You're a walking bank account. It's sad, man. I'm going to give you the first 30 days of what you got to go through. This is why I say don't hire an attorney. If you're the petitioner or the respondent, don't play dirty, man. Don't play dirty, because it's going to ruin not only your relationship with all your family, with your kids, it's going to ruin your bank account, man. So what I want to talk about basically is, if you hire an attorney, the first thing is the engagement. We talked about this. $7,500 to $10,000. You have to have a net worth of at least $250,000 to $500,000 for an attorney to even take you on. Because what they're looking at is you. They do this petition. It's all drafts. It's all boilerplate. It's all bullshit. Then they serve you. Then you got embarrassed by serving you at work like me, or they're serving you at your kid's birthday party. I mean, there is some nasty shit out there, man, of how you could be served. It's just a sad deal. I've been served on, and I've served people. It's nasty. You know, they just outsource this stuff. It's like writing a prescription. They write a prescription, they sign it, it gives the lawyer the opportunity to put fear into you. That's what it is. You get scared, you get served, and it's nasty, man. It's really nasty. And you think that your attorney is going to protect you and be your friend. No, you're a bank account to them. Okay? Now, after you're served, and that could take 30, 60, 90 days, because if somebody's hiding on you, if you got a net worth of $500,000 or more, they're going to know where you are. They're going to know you're at work or you're watching the kids. It's all a strategy. They actually ask you, the attorney says, where do you think he is between this time and this time? Then they hire a server, and these servers could be nasty. Some of them have the opportunity and the license to carry a gun. Yeah, it's fucking scary, man. You know, and they get paid. They get paid. They're hired by attorneys, and they get paid. It's a service. A lot of them are ex-cops and shit like that, retirees, something to do. After you do that, then they make it like really sophisticated. They start talking about interrogatories. They start talking about affidavits. You got to get notaries. You're doing all the work, man. Look at this. I just brought a couple of them just to remind myself. It's so much bullshit. It's all paperwork. And guess what? Not only you doing all the work, they just put it in fucking little forms. They draw it out. They send it to the court. It's all documented, of course. Then they put a docket on. It's public information. It's public. They got notaries. You're swearing on oath that it's true. It's not true. It's still bullshit. Did I think it was true? Yeah. And then you have that discussion about, this isn't right. They lied, they lied, they lied. And this is pages of bullshit. Pages. Okay? If you're confused, if you ask, well, they're lying about this, they're lying about, then they talk to you. The attorneys will talk to you. Then they start talking about, you know, because they're billing you. They want to explain it to you. This is why I think AI is so beautiful, because now you can go on AI and say, listen, give me Form 14. Give me a service form. Give me this, give me that, and it spits it out. You could, I think Zoom, I think it's called Legal Zoom or something like that. You could do all that, and they say, oh, that's not official. No, it's not official. It's all customized, but you could customize it. But at the end of the day, you're cutting a deal. You cut your own deal. This is what I keep saying. Go pro se. Represent yourself. Let them do all the work. Don't forget it's your check account. But I will tell you this. They will fuck you over so bad. It happened to me. My first divorce at age 33. And I was a president of a company, running a company, and they served me at work. Very embarrassing. Didn't know what it was. I've never been served before. I'm in an office, door shut. They knock on the door. The receptionist said, hey, somebody's here to see you. And they had tears in their eyes because they knew what it was. Because they've been served before. I says, yeah, send them in. They come up, open the door. Are you Rock? Yeah. You've been served. Good luck. Here's your walking papers. As simple as that. In front of my whole office. Could happen to you. Then you got to get an attorney. Then these attorneys, because I was so accustomed to business that I only had a business attorney. I never had a divorce attorney. Neither did my family. There were divorces in my family, but no one ever had the assets that I had. My dad thought, oh man, they got you at your high. It was pretty fucking sad, man. All right. So let's talk about timeline. So you got to go get an attorney. And of course, the attorneys are going to recommend their buddies that specialize in divorce law. Family law, they call it. Family law. And these are the nastiest motherfuckers. I don't care if it's a male or female. It's a dirty, dirty business. Very few people really make it because it's all on emotion. There's no strategy behind this. There's no outlines. It's all boilerplate. It's all boilerplate. In 30 days, I had to get a retainer. I had to get an attorney. Oh, this guy's great. Okay. I had no one else. I never went out and got additional. Didn't know anything about it. Didn't know what I was facing. I was reacting to everything. Then they just kept putting the pressure on you because they were after my family business. They were after me. They were after my kids. They were after alimony. It was terrible. It was terrible. At the end of the day, she didn't love me. Okay, you don't love me. What about the kids? What about the future? What about the kids? Why don't you just walk and go with your boyfriend or wherever you've decided to do? Greener on the other side. No work, no, I'm a housewife. Yeah, I get pretty excited about it because I want you to be excited. Be careful out there. In those first 30 days, I had to get an attorney, get a retainer. Then they just ate that up. The next thing is paperwork. Then you got to serve the court. Put it on a docket. And today, it's all public knowledge. You could Google my name right now and see it all right there. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. Then there's options in your county. You could actually find out where they're at in the status of the divorce. So in the meantime, back in Minnesota when I was 33, not only I lost my home, I lost my kids, I lost my checking account. They held everything up. I had to hire an attorney. I had to pay temporary relief. I was a couch jumper from friends to friends, and I had no money. Then my boss reduced me from presidency to marketing because they were afraid it was going to ruin our reputation that I was going through a divorce, the face of the company. Yeah. Then you go through bullshit. They call it a pretrial. That's it. Back in the day, it's pretrial. And you know what? You don't go. You don't go. They say, hey, we'll take care of it. And then they show up and they're going to bill you. They're billing you for every little thing. You're not needed because you have no say-so. Here's the outline. Here's the child support. You pay this. Oh, that type of lifestyle? He's got to pay this too. They don't take my lifestyle into consideration or cut it half and half. No, they don't do that. Not the trial, not the pre-trial. This is nasty shit. This is for the guys and women that are the breadwinners. This is how bad it is. Okay? And at the same time, they all say, oh, I know them. They got a reputation. Here, really, they're having drinks later on. They might even have a tea time after a pretrial. It's fucking nasty. And then they only call you with bad news. There's no strategy. There's no, hey, Rock, go to mediation and cut this deal. Here's the best you can do. No. They contested my prenup. The prenup was thrown away. Tough shit, man. I'm giving you a heads up. That's the first 30 days. The first 30 days is you're out and you have to pay. If you don't have the cash, you're paying by credit card. Because in the contract, in the engagement, which you're not really familiar with, it's not like a business where you could pay on 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. No. They want their money right now. And if they see you don't have enough money to carry them, they will fire your ass. They will fire your ass. Now, if you have a bad relationship with your ex-wife or soon-to-be ex-spouse or husband, you're going to ruin it, man. You're going to fucking ruin it for life. On this YouTube, and I'm getting people, and I really feel for them. I was lucky. I was God-given the opportunity to get out of these marriages, 2 marriages, pay my bills and get out. If you know my real story is, I was married 12 years, my first marriage, my high school sweetheart. I paid alimony for 18 years. I got lifetime, and I had to negotiate my way out of it. Otherwise, it just would have kept going. It'd still be going today. That was 1988. Child support all the way through. College, I took care of everything. And they don't remarry because the money that you gave them is really what they're living on today. My second wife is the same way. Shame on me. Shame on me because I'm Catholic. I didn't believe in cohabitation. Today, fuck, man. You better check these people out. Somebody wrote me, hey, Rock, you should take a capability test with anyone that you're thinking about marrying. Then I got other people saying, Rock, that would have been easy. Never get married. Oh, no shit. No shit. Today, I have a whole new mindset. Celibacy, cohabitation, all this shit with the 10 Commandments. I was raised in a traditional family and Catholic background. Fuck that shit, man. You have 1-page contract with the state. In my case, Florida. 1 page. You marry for $150 at the fucking desk at the courthouse. Then you go to the Catholic Church and show them that you're officially married. Catholic Church doesn't do shit for you, man. Be careful. Not only you old suckers like me, your kids and what they're going through. It's really tough, man. It's really tough. And if you want to get married, why get married? They're not having kids. Look at the foundation. Look what's going on. So I said, in the first 30 days, when you're young and you have young kids, you're going to get kicked out of the house. You're going to lose your home. You're going to lose your kid. You're going to get visitation, and they could fight that anytime they want. People lie on their affidavits, their interrogatories, the attorneys. The judges might not like you because you're more successful than them, or they're going through a divorce themselves. Like one of my attorneys was going through a fucking divorce, his second divorce at the same time I'm going through a divorce. What do you think they think? What are they thinking? These are sloppy, nasty attorneys, man. This is the bottom of the fucking barrel. Because they're just ripping you off. I know I get passionate, I get excited. Because this is what I'm talking about. And I'm generating these videos that go crazy because I've been through it. And I don't want anybody going through it. I'm pro-marriage. But I'm also fair. Be fair. Do the right thing. It's called integrity. And now, guess what? 30, 40 years later, who's suffering? I believe in karma, man. But you know what? You got to be stronger than that. You got to grow, and you got to let it go. That's what I mean about gifts from God, of being lucky and being opportunist to the point where you find your purpose. God's going to get you through this shit, man. That's what I have. I pray, I hope, and I worry. They say don't worry. You got to worry. Now I'm at the point in my life that's it. I'm not going to take this shit anymore. I'm done with it. And the best thing I could do is help people like you. Help people like you, especially business people, because anyone over 40 today is 50% chance you're going to go through a divorce. 80% second time around. If you're an entrepreneur, oh my God, they're going to know your numbers better than you know your numbers. That's why I'm saying protect yourself. Protect yourself. There's loopholes too. Know when you have to pay alimony and when you don't, because there's certain things like state of Florida, after anything up to 3 years, no alimony. So many 7 years. There's durational income and so on. They're looking at your Social Security. 10 years of marriage, they're going to get 50% through the government. That's okay. Just don't get stuck on the alimony, and don't fuck over your kids, man, because the kids are suffering. No matter what age, they're going to face it later in life to find out that mom was this way or dad was that way. And lies, it goes on and on. I mentioned it, the first 30 days, 10 to 20 grand. You lose your house. You get kicked out of your house. You lose your kids and the visitation. You got to pay temporary costs. You might have to pay not only your attorney, you might have to pay their attorney. And it's just begun. And the shame. What if you lost your job? I know people that lost their job, men that lost their job and their wife pulled the trigger on them when they realized life was going to change. Who knows that they were having an affair? Who knows? Who really cares? In my case, I was a workaholic. I didn't go to Harvard. I was buried with my business. I didn't know what was going on behind closed doors. I was traveling too much. That's right. But God saved me. God saved me that I could actually talk about this shit with passion and with knowledge and with power to say, be careful. The bottom line here is, as I always mentioned before, don't get shook up. Either you serve, they serve, know your numbers, go pro se. If your opponent, your ex-spouse, soon to be, hires an attorney, don't worry about it. Let them bury themselves, because they're going to come after you anyway. They're going to say, listen, this is the compromise. Those attorneys will take your money and screw their own client to get their money, because they want their money now. They want their money now. Alimony, that's way out. Don't go to court, settle everything, and draw it out. That's why you hear people separated, divorced, didn't live together for 10, 12 years. That's what it is. It's all about money. Remember, bifurcate. Bifurcate, you get officially divorced, then you figure out the assets later. You got kids, it's tougher, because there's going to be guidelines and all this other shit. They're going to throw a bunch of shit at you. But know what's going on behind closed doors. Watch what your spouse is doing. You don't know if there's drugs. You don't know if there's gambling. You don't know if there's alcohol, a third party involved, adultery, infidelity, fraud, bankruptcy, foreclosures, suing the county. I found all this shit during my divorce. I couldn't believe it. This is my wife? Did all this? Didn't even know it. Shame on me. I'm blaming me. I'm preparing you for nasty shit. Start looking at it first, second year. If you see red flags, you better start getting out now, man. You better start getting out now. Be careful. If you got kids, take care of the kids. The ex-spouse, you can replace them. I'm just telling you, the first 30 days is like the president. You got to do shit, man. You got to get these things situated, because it's up to you. That's when you call a divorce coach, a divorce strategist. Believe me, it's not like attorney fees, and you're going to beat the system. If you want to call, Rock, what about this? I got it covered, man. Got it covered. And don't say, oh, it's different. My case is different. No, it's not. They're all the same. This is the process. It's called the fuck you process. And it could last for years. As I mentioned before, Married twice for 24 years. I paid alimony for 22 years. That's what happens when you're the breadwinner. You married the wrong horse. I'm embarrassed that I picked the wrong horse. Hang in there, man. I'll talk to you soon.